Hi, good morning. I'm trying out a new thing. I'm gonna do a daily vlog. So today is Sunday, and actually it's a work day for me. So I'm gonna show you how my day goes by. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Cooking for breakfast. So you're actually getting all angles of me. Again, this is so raw, so unfiltered. It's just a spontaneous thing that I wanted to do. I'm not super comfortable when it comes to making daily vlogs because I don't know what to do. I don't know what content to film. I just, yeah, very awkward. But I just wanted to show you how I spend most of my free time. As you may know, or I don't know if you follow my Instagram account, Raya Bahian. So if you do, then you already know that I have a Kindle Paperwhite 5. This is like one of the best things that I ever got for myself, for my mental health. This is like the good stuff. Like it's everything that I need and more. So I'm actually a bookworm ever since elementary, but I'm mostly fascinated with fiction and fantasy books. So that's like the world that I am in. But I also read other stuff like self help books, inspirational books, and the likes. But I gravitate towards fantasy and fiction. And right now, I am reading this book, The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. This is quite popular in book talk, in like book groups, book clubs. So I just want to try it out. It has like fantasy elements, but I'm not quite sure where the story takes me. I'm still at chapter 2, so it's still very early on the story. So I'm actually really glad that I am able to read books now wherever and whenever I like. This Kindle is such a lifesaver. It has really served me well. And I think this is one of those stuff that you really need to get if you really want to dive into the world of reading, especially if you don't have any space for like a physical library. Because let's face it, buying physical books is not a joke, it is very expensive. So, you know, having a Kindle or like an e-reader helps you save because you won't have to shell out tons of money to buy every physical book. Instead, you can just subscribe to digital libraries like Kindle Unlimited and such, or you can sideload and upload the EPUB files that you already have. So I have actually finished this book. I'm not sure if you can see that. So this one, House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. It's the third book in the Crescent City series, and I really liked it. It's not super duper mind blowing like the Throne of Glass series. For me, that's still the best Sarah J. Maas series I have ever read, but it's a close second. I'm really not into the main protagonist, Bryce, because sometimes she is a little over the top. Well, not little, but she's over the top. She sometimes gets very obnoxious, and like everything gets in her head and like is blown out of proportion. But other than that, the fantasy elements of that story is spot on. I like how the world is composed of different mythological creatures, and for me, it's one of the best world building that Sarah has ever done. So kudos to her for that. It still didn't top off Throne of Glass, of course, because Throne of Glass is just like on a next level for me. So yeah, but it's an enjoyable read. So for those of you who are looking for new fantasy books to read, Crescent City series is a good one. Work. So while we're waiting for the rice to be fully cooked, I'm just gonna, I don't know, voice out my thoughts, unfiltered, very real, raw. I've been having a hard time lately because of some things that I need to go through, and I'm not sure how to handle this on my own. Disclaimer, Hans and I are still together, so maybe most of you are like wondering, but that's not the issue at hand. I feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like my life isn't my own. I feel like I have a lot of things or goals that I need to achieve, but from where I'm at right now, it's just not possible, plausible, probable. I don't know what's the right term, but fill in the gap. So there's a lot of internalizing, reflecting, thinking, and I'm not sure which path should I take, which crossroad to journey on. And sometimes it takes a lot to bring myself out of that reflecting stage, and sometimes it just gets the better of me. There are times that I just cry. So to those of you who are struggling, to those of you who are undergoing the same thing, even though I'm not specifying what thing it is, but to those of you who are having a hard time physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I just want you to know that everyone is gonna go through that, and you are not alone. And I hope that by sharing this, you will come to realize that you are not alone, and that other people are also going through tough stuff. And sometimes, I don't know, maybe it makes it feel a little bit better to know that not everyone has a fairy tale ending, not everyone has like a glamorous, wonderful life, and maybe makes you feel less lonely. Because for me, that's how I see it. Like whenever I see people, or like let's say vloggers for example, who are sharing some things that are not really the norm when it comes to vlogging, it just makes me pause and reflect that they are human too. They are human beings as well, and they have feelings, and they have problems in life, and it gives a little bit of comfort to know that even people like them go through the same mundane things that life has to offer. I mean, it's not mundane, but you know, that's just life. It is a roller coaster ride, consists of ups and downs and the in-betweens. Right now, I feel like it's not a super down moment in my life, but it's not happy either. It's in the in between that's not too peaceful, too calm, and most of it is like deeply rooted in family stuff. So it's hard, but you just have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and surround yourself with people who will understand you, who will listen, and who will be there for you. So, yeah, just random musings on a Sunday morning while waiting for my breakfast and for any ticket or task during my work stuff. But so far, so good.